Buy-in is a term that I believe is overused in education. What we want is to spark intrinsic motivation and intrinsic desire for change. Because buy-in would be synonymous with an investment or return on an investment. What's in it for me? That's just not a good methodology when you're trying to motivate people who are part of human services, which education would be a part of. So leadership is very key in developing intrinsic motivation and connection and synergy, and it really lies heavily on leadership. There are 4 very important strategies that leaders that we know that are well-researched, time-tested, and proven help get people on board. The first is very, very strong and clear communication. That people tend to change their behavior when they have a clear understanding about why what I'm asking you to do is necessary. But in many cases, decisions are made in isolation of the people who have to actually do it, and then a mandate rolls down the hill, and then we have a cognitive disconnect between the people who have to do it and the people who gave the command. In my research, I found that about 70% of resistance to change can be directly traced to poor communication. The second skill or area is in building trust. If I can't connect with you intellectually, I have to connect with you emotionally. So I have to display empathy. I have to display my credibility. I have to meet your test of time, that my character is different than those who've let you down in the past. The third is in capacity building or support. That if a person knows why they need to change, they trust you, their last apprehension could be that I just don't know how to do it. So leaders have to invest heavily in skill development, resources, creating the right protocols and systems, and giving teachers enough time. If you do that, you'll find that pretty much all of the teachers are on board with change and transformation. The fourth strategy is very different than the other 3, because there may be a handful of people I like to call the over my dead body people. I don't care if it's rational. I don't care if they trust you. I don't care if they know how to do it. There will be a small group of individuals who've just thrived off of being adversarial. The only thing that works in that case is authority. But authority has to come after support. If there's a critical mass that is developed and it's very apparent to a very small group of individuals that they're the outliers, I remember watching Sesame Street growing up, and there was a skit. It was called One of These Kids is Doing His Own Thing. And there were 4 kids in the block, and 3 were online, and 1 was doing something goofy. It's the leader's responsibility for that kid who's doing his own thing. And all that works is authority. At this point, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And that's how you get everybody on the bus. It's not buy-in, because buy-in can change. If my expectations change and my needs change, I'll buy in today and I'll opt out tomorrow. What you want is commitment.